KSI, for seemingly no reason, has decided that it's in his best interests to make himself as much of a laughingstock as possible for the entire internet. He is one of the biggest creators on the entire platform, and even his own fans have been turning against him. If you aren't already familiar with the controversy surrounding his new product Lunchly, I'll give you a quick rundown. KSI and Logan Paul, the creators of the already infamous energy drink Prime, teamed up with fellow YouTuber MrBeast and his food company Feastables to make a new alternative product to Lunchables. The concept of the product is basically the exact same to Lunchables, with the same basic meals, but instead of something like a Kit Kat, there's a Feastables chocolate bar, and a Prime instead of a Capri Sun. So overall, yeah, it's basically just an inferior version of a Lunchables. In fairness, I've never tried a Feastables chocolate bar, but from what I've heard, they're nothing to be excited about. And I have tried a few different Primes, and not a single one has tasted good to me. I would take a good old-fashioned Capri Sun any day of the week. Anyway, Lunchly released recently, and was pretty much instantly hit with backlash, with people complaining about the flavor, but more importantly, people have been complaining about the freshness. A lot of people are reporting that the actual food is moldy upon opening, and with the Lunchly trio proudly boasting that the product has no preservatives, that makes sense. It's almost like the preservatives are there for a reason. So the response to their new product has been, at best, lukewarm, but overall, pretty negative. And KSI has been handling all that backlash, let's just say poorly. Where a normal, level-headed, non-egomaniacal person might take the criticism, respond kindly, and maybe even take some advice to heart, well, KSI isn't. Though, in his defense, it is probably hard not living with a massive ego when these are the two people you're partnered with. Not exactly the humblest guys either. Speaking of humble, I'm humbly asking you to subscribe to help me hit 10,000 subs before the end of the year. If we do, I'll give Melly some extra treats. Thank you. So a couple weeks back, DanTDM of all people spoke up on the Lunchly situation, very calmly, and with one single tweet. For some reason, KSI saw this and absolutely lost it. KSI decided to go down a warpath against DanTDM. He, for weeks on end, kept bringing Dan up completely at random, decided to be outwardly aggressive, and insulted DanTDM Minecraft product, and just do everything he could to get his fanbase to attack Dan. All while Dan literally never said, and still has said nothing after that first tweet. My man really gave one piece of minor criticism and then went back to live happy with his family and has lived rent-free in KSI's head ever since. It's fucking embarrassing, honestly. It doesn't even end there though, as for some reason, KSI decided to randomly attack Tom Holland of all people. Out of anyone in Hollywood to start random beef with, Tom Holland would personally be on like the bottom of my list. But I mean, hey, whatever, you do you I guess, man. Tom Holland recently revealed a new company that he's founded with the purpose of manufacturing and selling non-alcoholic beer. Tom Holland has stated himself that he's had some issues with alcohol before, and so is using that reason to try and make a product to help people. Pretty cool, doesn't sound like an issue to me. However, that's because I'm not insane, unlike KSI, who for some reason decided to take this personally. KSI had the audacity to say that Tom was doing this simply to make money, and that he didn't have the best interests of his fans at heart. First of all, Tom Holland needs no help making money. This guy is literally Spider-Man, so I can't imagine he'd be making much more from this product than he does acting. Seems like a waste of time to me, to be honest. But more importantly, are you kidding me? Like genuinely, you cannot be that dumb. You literally manufacture energy drinks targeted at children, and then have the gall to say that Tom Holland is money hungry. In no world do literal children need energy drinks, and yet you still target Prime directly at them. There's no moral gray area here either. Caffeine is proven to be bad for kids, and yet you are literally packaging it in products meant for school children. And again, the excuse that Lunchly is meant to be a healthier alternative to Lunchables is a moot point, as it's already been proven to be worse, and that's when it's even edible to begin with. The inclusion of Prime alone already makes it worse without the help of Feastables chocolate. And before anyone says it, yeah, I know he was joking, and this was yet another dig on DanTDM. That said, the two do not equate at all. Even if it's a joke, his point makes literally no sense, and is just further proof that Dan is living in his head rent-free for no reason after weeks. The cherry on top of this Sunday was KSI releasing his new song, Thick of It. This video isn't about that song, but all you need to know is that it is not good. Music is subjective, obviously, but I'm not in the minority thinking that this song simply is not good. It's being clowned on pretty much across the entire internet. He then whined on his Instagram about people not liking it, stating that hating him was trendy right now. And even if I do kind of agree with that point based on how mob mentality works, it's not like people don't have good reasons. You're a literal man-child, dude. You spew out hatred at people who don't deserve it, but when it comes back your way, you bitch about it on Instagram looking for some kind of pity. It's laughable. I have no idea what kind of damage control KSI is going to have to do to undo some of what he's facing now. The last 2 months he's just been digging himself a deeper and deeper hole. While I have no doubts he'll be fine in the end, his reputation may be kind of permanently stained by all these events. He's shown his true colors as greedy, manipulative, and two-faced, and that's a hard reputation to shake. Until next time, I'm Sir Surgeonor, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!